Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to introduce you to 5 of the best anime films I've watched. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The first anime I recommend is Josee, the Tiger and the Fish. It's a drama and romance. The story follows Tsuneo Suzukawa, a marine biology student dreaming of studying abroad and diving in tropical waters. On his way home from work one day, he runs into Josee, a girl in a wheelchair, who's sliding down a steep hill uncontrollably. After this encounter, Josee's grandmother hires Tsuneo part-time to take care of her. That's when Tsuneo's troubles begin. Josee, unable to walk since childhood, spends most of her time alone at home. Inside the house, she can't even use her wheelchair, so she has to drag herself across the floor from room to room. It feels like the world Josee lives in is too small and limiting for her, as if it wasn't made for her. She can't go out alone, ride the metro, or even cook for herself. Her grandma does everything for her. But with Tsuneo in the picture, despite her initial coldness, Josee starts using him to go to places she's always dreamed of visiting, away from her strict grandma's watchful eye. Tsuneo soon realizes that Josee is a girl full of vibrant dreams, which she's been pouring into her imaginative paintings in solitude. Around this time, Tsuneo starts to develop a small affection for Josee's life and character.
When there's no hope, hiding, no chance, concealing what deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for...
The second anime is The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. It's a drama, romance, and supernatural film. Kaoru's family is falling apart. After his sister's death and his parents' separation, there's no peace at home anymore. After a fight with his dad, Kaoru leaves the house and stumbles upon a tunnel. He's drawn inside. He rushes to the exit and sees a bird that seems strangely familiar. When he exits the tunnel, he realizes that although only a few minutes passed inside, a week has gone by in the outside world. This bizarre experience reminds him of the legend of the Urashima Tunnel, which supposedly grants wishes in exchange for one's lifespan. Kaoru begins thinking that returning to the tunnel could fix the problems in his life. But when he goes back, he discovers that Anzu Hanashiro, a girl who knows about the legend, has been following him. It turns out Anzu has her own wish that only the tunnel can grant. Next up is Spirited Away, a psychological, fantasy, and thought-provoking anime. The story revolves around a 10-year-old girl named Chihiro Ogino, who's on a road trip with her parents to their new home. Her dad takes a wrong turn and they end up in what looks like an abandoned amusement park. They soon find themselves in a restaurant, empty of staff but filled with food. Chihiro's parents begin eating, thinking they'll pay once the owner shows up. Everything seems normal until Chihiro meets a boy who warns her to leave the town immediately. She rushes back to her parents only to find they've been turned into pigs after eating the food. Terrified, she tries to escape, but as night falls, the once empty town fills with spirits. Chihiro's fear intensifies until the boy, Haku, reappears and offers his help. From there, she embarks on a thrilling journey to save herself and her parents. A must-watch.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong.
If you're still with us, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Now, onto the fourth anime. Your Name, a Romantic Fantasy. Mitsuha is a high school girl living in a rural village deep in the mountains. Her father is the town mayor and rarely home, leaving her to live with her younger sister and grandmother. Mitsuha is honest but doesn't care much for her family's Shinto temple traditions or her dad's political ambitions. She longs to escape her small-town life and move to Tokyo. On the other side, we have Taki Tachibana, a teenage boy living in Tokyo with his dad. He leads a pretty normal life. working part-time at a restaurant and hanging out with his friends. One day, Mitsuha wakes up, heads to school, and notices her classmates acting weird around her. They tell her she's been acting strangely, almost as if she wasn't herself, but she can't remember a thing. The same thing happens to Taki in Tokyo, and soon they both realize that they're somehow swapping bodies. What starts as an amusing mystery turns into a life-altering experience when an unexpected tragedy strikes. Finally, the last anime, Howl's Moving Castle, a drama and fantasy. The story follows Sophie, a young woman working in a hat shop in a strange town. One day, she meets Howl, a mysterious and powerful wizard, and her life takes a magical turn. Unfortunately, their encounter draws the jealousy of the Witch of the Waste, who curses Sophie, turning her into an old woman. Fearing rejection due to her new appearance, Sophie leaves the town in search of a cure. She stumbles upon Howl's moving castle, and after entering, befriends Calcifer, a fire demon. Sophie makes a deal with Calcifer. She'll help break his bond with Howl in exchange for his help in breaking her curse. As she stays in the castle, Sophie becomes involved in Howl's life, discovering his struggles with magic and his reluctance to engage in a never-ending war between two neighboring nations. The theme of war plays a significant role in the story, adding depth to Howl's character. That's my roundup of 5 anime films I recommend. Thanks for sticking with me until the end of the video. I appreciate your support, and until the next one, take care.